Love that by the great Wes Hutchinson. Thank you, YouTube, for making some about 1.73% of your free creator music worthwhile using. And a very good morning to all of you. I hope you enjoyed Missy Jenn this morning and her coffee time. I did not expect. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Hey, Yujiro. Semper Fi, my friend. I did not expect to be doing this today. Quite frankly, yeah. And I'm gonna get mushy today. And I don't even care. This is 2019. I let it rock. I let it roll. And you know, if you don't like it, you can take the poll, baby. That's what I'm saying here today. Sometimes in life, you don't really appreciate something until it slips through your hands and it's gone. And I want to tell you, yes, she's your millennial sister. That's great. Oh, you missed that. Okay, no problem, Shauna. Hipster having some millennial sister. She's my YouTube daughter, my friend, the crossover artist. And has been for many years. Let's backwalk it now. She's back. She's back on her channel. Now, let me just plug this thing, this stupid cam. Hold on a minute. All right, there we go. Make sure I'm getting that okay. She is back. So we'll walk it back. How you doing, Jessica? She's back. Got notification. I'm subscribed to Blinky, and all of a sudden I'm watching Blinky starts a live stream. Love Blinky. You know, sometimes Blinky about Rosie is like, but she's an Aussie. She can roll with it, you know. As long as she's not lit on fire, she's basically okay with you, which I like. And I see Nicole in the side chat. I'm trying to think to myself, is Blinky, you know, like Dave the Fisherman will upload and premiere old Hangouts. And you don't know whether you're watching new or old till you see Nicole timing out Sean the Brit. Then you know the good times are back. How you doing, Sambo? How you doing? How you doing, Harvey? And I guess Oda May's putting Nicole's channel. Please sub her up, because one of the unfortunate things that happens, and this is why I encourage, we'll walk it back now. When she brought her channel back, although all of her videos came back, tragically and stupidly on the part of YouTube, her subscribers did not come back. Now, I don't know what that means for monetization, but I did do some research this morning. It seems to be a common thing. As usual, YouTube doesn't put the parameters of what something means if you do it. Like anybody can put their channel on hide, but YouTube doesn't put down, here's what happens if you put your channel on hide. Your videos will be retained, but all the comments, all the private messaging, and all of the subscribers will be gone. I mean, they tell you this is the channel that's been around for a long time. She's not happy about it. I'm not happy about it either. Because you really never know when you do something what the fallout on that is going to be. So I don't have a lot of hope. Maybe there's some certain grace period, maybe after 24 or 48 hours, they'll come back. But in doing my research on YouTube, the thing that I saw on the Google forums was if you hide your channel, the assumption on the part of YouTube, well, she has, I think, 1,900, 2,000 subs. I mean, that's a lot. The assumption on the part of YouTube is that you've hidden your channel, therefore you don't want subscribers to see you anymore. So we're going to do you a favor, and we're going to clean the slate so you get your new subscriber base, which is kind of, it's the usual draconian crap that YouTube does. So I'm going to suggest, just for an object lesson here, it has nothing to do with Nicole the person, but just if you are tempted to do any changes on YouTube, you know, hiding your view count, then unhiding your thumbs up and your thumbs down, or putting comments on approval, and then just don't touch anything. Okay? And you never have to worry about it. That's what I did on January 3rd of 2013, was make those decisions and never mess around with that again. Yeah, YouTube loves a reason not to monetize. Now, it's very confusing. How you doing, Nicole? Nice to see you. I hope that's, I have to find out if that's the real Nicole. I'm going to have to go through this now. Every time. Is that the real Nicole? So, like I said, although that is an administrative thing, the people that follow Nicole will still be following Nicole. The people that enjoy seeing her on Hangouts are still going to be there. But I just feel, I feel sick. Yeah, F you too. I feel sick in my heart that that's the way YouTube does business, because frankly, it sucks. So before I came on today, I wrote up my own little message for support@google.com and let them know, referencing the channel and all that, that in my opinion, since this was a relatively new hiding, that there should effectively be a grace period. It's the real Nicole. That's great. That there should effectively be a grace period for that. Because if anybody's deserving of, she's here before I was. Transasian. She was actually the very first person that I ever hit the subscribe button to on YouTube. And I'm really, really proud of that. And I was early on today hitting that button again for her, because I've made no bones about it. I love her to pieces. We've had our rocky roads. And it's mainly 99% of it is me and my failures. Okay, but this is 2019 and it's a new year. And you got to just own your stuff, which I do. No beating around the bush, no nonsense. If you love somebody, you love somebody. And the thing that I discovered when she left was how my heart was torn in two here on YouTube. And I'll tell you, I was bitter, frustrated, had no ability to reach out except to whine to people like Sean and to whine to people like Harvey. And you're thinking to yourself, if I could just ever have a do-over again, how great it would be. Well, here's my do-over today. Here's my do-over. And here's some unsolicited advice for Nicole. Nicole, you're like me in a lot of ways. You like to be social. You're a friendly person. We have our dark times too, our sad times. The thing is, whereas you may go dark and say, I need to take a break from YouTube and I need to get away from this shit show. Sometimes I go the opposite. I just further enmesh myself in the shit shows and go deeper. You know, you have that like a agoraphobia. I have that exhibitionism thing. I mean, maybe opposites attract for that reason. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you one common theme for 2019, my dear, is that you'll find, and this is just my advice, you'll find that you're happiest on YouTube when you don't answer to anybody except yourself. People thought my experience of pulling my own way in 2019 would be sad. It would be, you know, a comeuppance for me. Actually, it was one of the happiest things that happened to me because I discovered the ultimate freedom of on YouTube not to be constrained by anybody anymore. And there was a woman in the side chat on Blinky's today that could not restrain herself from once again offering her negative opinions and making a judgment that, well, people shouldn't do what they want to do on YouTube. And that Rosie's not a representative of the LGBTQRSTUV WXYZ community because she prances around in a bikini and lingerie. Well, let me tell you, if that's the defining rationale for what makes somebody a decent person, then I've obviously failed your acid test. No matter whatever else I've done to try to help people in the community, to try to be uplifting and to be Susie Sunshine. In your narrow focus, you've decided to see me in one particular way. Misgender me, call me by my given name. I don't care. Call me one of the roots of the problems here on YouTube. But I don't need to sit around all day thinking about the state of stuff because I'm out here living it and I'm happy as can be every single day. There's hardly been a day on YouTube I haven't been happy. So I want to tell my friend Nicole, the advice that Vinny gave me, you be you. If people don't like who you hang around with, if people want to marginalize you or drive you crazy with messages that you should know, I can't believe you're here, I can't believe you're there. In typical Nicole Green fashion, just text back, get over it, bitch. Get over it. 2019 has just been liberating for me. And I want that same feeling for you. I don't ever tell you anybody. I've never, ever told anybody ever on YouTube what they should do, what they shouldn't do, who they should go watch, who they shouldn't watch. And I've never made those judgments about other people on YouTube. I've accepted my fate, good or bad, just like we all do on here. But Nicole, honestly, you're a fun person at your core. There's a devil in you a little bit. There's a shit show. But there's that wanting also to be on the higher ground of the non-drama, the non-involvement here on YouTube, the rise above. And I just think to myself, when you try to carve out that spot, you carve out that niche, I hate to say this, you're flying above. You're flying in the face of human nature. Because people like to be involved in the daily flow of things down here. And sometimes it might make you mad, and you might say, geez, I hate myself for, and I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm just speaking generally to anybody. I hate myself for what does it say about me? It says that you're a human being. And rightly or wrongly, Boyd is a community here, and you're a charter card carrying member of it. You cannot burn. How you doing, 60s? Hi, Mandy. How you doing, beautiful? You cannot burn your card. It's flame proof. It's titanium. It will not melt. You cannot go away. Because the Boyd is where we all done our growing for the last years. And to separate, thank you, Shannon, to separate yourself from that, well, it's like pulling away from your family, in my opinion. My true, how you doing, JK? My true hope, Nicole, and I know you don't subscribe to, you don't co-sign a lot of stuff I do, but I think I'm genuinely happy in 2019. My best advice to you is do what you want to do. Take no prisoners. Don't make excuses to anybody for anything. Have the fun. Roll up your sleeves and jump into this shit show and just whack away, honey. One of the things that I, way back in 2013, and it seems like an eternity ago, 6 years ago, when I first encountered Nicole, she was very fun-loving, freewheeling. She's still pretty much that today. But she has a lot. When she's not around, the community feels it. It's like my friend Tribe, Paul, MX, Tribe Called Cookies would say, if there's one person that's not around, the matrix is disturbed. And it's true. It wasn't just me. There were a lot of people that were very upset that you attempted, how you doing, Cassidy, that you attempted to burn your Boyd card. And then you found that son of a bitch is flame proof. There's nothing more I love than having you in my chats. Okay? There's few people stronger than you when it comes to battling and being relevant on Boyd. Okay? You got a mouthpiece on you. I've heard it. It's just very hard to go against human nature down here because we are humans after all. We do enjoy the drama. And let's face it, people do enjoy. I know it's repulsive sometimes, though. I don't like this shit shows and blah, blah, blah. But you'll notice everybody never misses an episode. They'll talk about them the next day. They won't grace you with their physical side presence, but they watch. Because they're trying to fool themselves about their own nature. How you doing, Hondo? Hey, WDF. They're trying to fool themselves about their own nature. They're trying to carve out that path of, you know, I'm a better person than this. Well, go do your thing. And then you'll find when they get ensconced up on the mountain that they start to slip down, because you can't bullshit yourself all the time. Thank you, RV Radio. Nicole Green is the first person I ever loved on YouTube, genuinely. Heart, mind, soul. And that never dissipated over the years. When we would have our falling, there was times when shit would come on and she was having a hard time. I was not there as a friend for her in time of need. I pledge to you now, Nicole, I will be there for you. I might not be the most welcome person around on the chats, because frankly, there's some chats I really don't care to go to anymore. But if you're around, I will step up and be that friend for you. And if you need anything at all you got to do is ask. It's not easy. You know, we're like at two ends of the spectrum. You got the old crusty tranny, and then you got the young, vibrant, beautiful European sweetheart on the other end of the spectrum, Nicole. But yet we both have struggles. You know, we both have struggles. You look ahead, you think about your gender reassignment surgery, you think about who you are, you think about what your future is. I don't see much mushy. I think I have the same thoughts and issues. What is the future for a crusty old trans bat on YouTube? Well, for a lot of people that subscribe to me and hang around, it's going to be interesting to see, because I'm going to be around for a long fucking time until Mama Bear and I are sharing that double room at the Shady Rest nursing home, and we still going to be wheeling around raising hell there. Because by broadcasting my life as I've done for 6 years, it might give hope to somebody like Nicole. As she told me once, Rosie, I got the gift of youth. Yes, you do, honey. It might give her hope to see that she can have a happy future. She has passions in life. And I've had to feel like I've had to keep my distance these days, because I don't want to bring any pain to her. I don't want anybody to ever message her, and this hurt me to think that anybody would message her and say, you're talking to the enemy. when you're talking to Rosie, or don't go here, or don't go there, or don't do this, and don't do that. And it's 2019, Nicole. You're a young woman, but you're an adult. And I think you got to break out of that. And I heard you today sort of saying, I gotta be me too. I've got to make my own decisions in life. And you're starting to stand up for the individuality. You're starting to stand up for that. And if I'm wrong, you can tell me on a hangout or a video, but you're starting to stand up for the individuality of what makes YouTube such a beautiful place. If we want to be like the guy in Seattle and bang everybody into a good little puppy here at obedience training school, and everybody has to constantly uplift everybody, and we need to lift the YouTube experience. It's a recipe for killing YouTube. You ask people to continuously rise above their basic natures. Well, good luck with that. Unlike you, I accept that people are human beings, and we got a right to act like human beings. Fuck ups and all. You know, and then my favorites, the people that don't want the shit show anymore, but then they can they can quote chapter and verse the next day of exactly what was said by me, by Elvis, by the Bergs. I'm not saying people subscribe and are loving that. But it's definitely the engines that kind of make things go rightly or wrongly. And I have to say, I can never tell Nicole how to live her life, nor would I. But I am going to say there's something very liberating about casting off the straitjackets of conformity here on YouTube, and the people that want to tell you how to be, who to watch, who shouldn't you watch. And you might find yourself, oh, I wish I could do, I'd like to do that, but you know, somebody might see you, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you, you can survive it. Okay. You're lucky you got some wonderful friends down here. Sean the Brit. You got Phil. So many wonderful people that just absolutely adore you and love you. How you doing, Kat? Nice to see you. Nicole's got a lot of bounce to her. She ain't going to be dissuaded. The same people that watched Nicole before are going to watch her now. The same number of people viewing her videos. The same people on Hangouts. She's got a very bright future. Her sub, quote, base, unquote, will be rebuilt in no time at all. And if she hangs out her PayPal or her Streamlabs, I, among others, will be the first person to merrily support her, because it'll put a smile on her face and show her in a simple way, short of being there and buying her Betty's fish and chips in Manchester. It can sort of tell her she's loved, besides a dumbass Christmas card with a dartboard photo that she can hang in the pub. Yeah, Georgie's there. Yeah, I'll make sure she does. Jen Hondo's asking if you can unblock him on the channel. So Andrew Hondo is blocked out on your channel. So he's just asking if you can unblock. I don't know, somebody put him on a block or something like that. How you doing, Trish? I'm just saying, I'm not going to have the same relationship with Nicole that I had before. Now, she can put my head under that tire, roll over it, it's okay. She can do whatever the hell she wants. But I'm just telling you now, I'm not going to have, I've almost let that slip through my fingers. Arguably the most relationship I ever had on YouTube almost slipped from my fingers there. And I'm happy to say that there were a ton of other people that were in shock, sadness, left to ponder like I did. What's really going on? What's really going on behind the scenes? What's happening? And then today to get that great news that she's back, because it was a little different this time. Yesterday, I couldn't even find the damn channel. She's one of the bedrock foundation stones of this whole damn community. And I want to tell you what, Nicole, if you like doing something, you do it. And I'm pointing my finger right at you, and you can say, F you, Rosie. But if you love running a chat, do it. Don't care if there's, you stand there yourself. You sit there yourself and chat, because people will come and you will build up. You talk about the things that you enjoy in life. Your cooking, your things. And don't let anything about YouTube bother you at all. You follow your passion. And if you want to go to a shit show, you go to a shit show. And I'll tell you what, honey, I'll be glad to wrench you up and tell you, hold that wrench in your hand, Nicole, but don't use it. Except if you can't help yourself anymore, and then just smack somebody on the head. And you be a part of the show if you want to be. I welcome you with open arms, with love, and with affection. Just so you know how much you mean to me. So this is a grand way of telling you that I apologize to you from the bottom of my heart for all the times I've disappointed you. I'm happy to say I never did a video. I never went negative. I never went rogue. I never complained. I never trolled or went into the background when we had problems. And I'm proud of that. But we're all different and we're all individuals. And I want to tell you, from the times I let you down, and we know those times what they were, when I couldn't be there for you or wouldn't be. I could be, but I wasn't as a friend. I need to really apologize to you for that. Clear the slate and tell you once again how much you really mean to me. And every time you come into my chats, I get a tickle. And I'm going to tell you, no matter what you might think or no matter what you feel, no matter how you feel about yourself, let me tell you, you're truly one of the most beautiful and attractive trans women in the history of the fucking world. Doesn't matter whether you're 100 pounds, 400 pounds, you're beautiful. Be yourself. Be you. Revel in who you are. Been absolutely one of the most astoundingly gorgeous, attractive. Even more so, in my opinion, today. Yeah, I'd like to take that paddle sometimes and beat your ass red, but truth is truth. And everybody knows it down here. And if you're a little Rubenesque and you're a little fluffier than a New York or London runway model, there's tens and hundreds of thousands of people that would worship at your feet. Okay. And that's the bottom line. So I want to tell you, Nicole, whether you have 1 subscriber, whether you have 1,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers, it doesn't mean a effing thing. What really matters is that you're here, you pick up your time card on a daily or weekly basis, and you punch the clock like the rest of us. Because this is one, you might think what you want about this community, but this is also one of the greatest communities on YouTube. A community that can rightly or wrongly raise $12,000 for somebody to buy an RV. It's not our fault that it failed. Or that Tucker can raise $8,000 for St. Jude's. I mean, people do some amazing shit. Or Vinny takes time to design t-shirts, sell them, and donate those proceeds to charity. There's some really great shit that's done down here. How you doing, Mallory? I mean, there's a lot to be said, the upside here too. And for those people who say, oh, I won't watch the shit show, I'm not going to subscribe to this person, I'm not going to watch that bullshit. You watch it all. But you want to fool your basic nature and pretend that you don't. Because you think that gives you a higher standing in the community, the people that honestly have the integrity to say, I watched the shit show. I'm not saying you enjoy it, but you watch it. Yep. Yeah, make sure you sub up Nicole. She's in the side chat over there. Troll the living hell out of her. And I'll just leave on this note, Nicole. I've been more impressed with you the last month, even though you were gone for a stretch here. Because I can tell that you've reached that point, and I went back and watched your February 19th hangout where you specifically told somebody, you know, I've reached the point like Rosie's reached, that I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of people that want to tell you where to go, people that want to tell you who to sub to and all that. The way you make YouTube fun is that you engage, you be a part of it, and just accept that you're a human being down here. Get your baseball bat out, get your chain, turn your baseball cap around backwards, and be a thug and a player down on YouTube, because this is exactly where you belong. I'll make sure you stay pretty. I'll protect you. I'll take the hit. Hey, Tucker. I'm glad, Tucker. I gave you a shout out last night. We got Tucky on the side chat. You were definitely in our thoughts and prayers, Tucker. We love you very much. Thank you, Cheryl. I am keeping it real, Quinny. I'm keeping it honest. And I'm just telling somebody I love dearly exactly what I think about her and trying to give my best old bad advice for her that she can be happy here on YouTube instead of feeling like maybe she disappoints herself. Ain't none of us angels down here. Oh, thank you, Quinny. You might, Harley Quinn, where's your baseball at? Okay, I'm a young bat. This is 2019. Has probably been started out as the greatest year of mine on YouTube because I do what I want to do now. If I have Elvis on panel, I have Elvis on panel. Not to showcase, but if you can't play well with others, then you're not on my panel. I want to have Bergs on. Now there's some people that will not. I understand it, will not panel. And that's fine. I respect people's individual rights to do that. But there's a lot of people that love being in there, rolling up their sleeves, delivering the haymakers, having fun, and just having a good time. That means I got to go over to Dave the Fisherman's channel once in a while, and it's like, I seen you paneling up this guy, or I seen you paneling up that guy, and it's like, Dave, I got to be me. I got to be me. I don't like it when you put that so-and-so. Dave, happy birthday, man, but I got to be me. I got to make sure, like you guys do, that every single day on YouTube is fun. It's like Mallory Williams said, why would you ever have Mallory Williams back on your panel again? Because I can. I guess. Yeah, Tucker, Nicole is back. So I wish for Nicole, and just closing it out today, I wish you peace, honey. I wish you love. Please let us never go our separate ways again. I honestly can state that you mean more to me on YouTube, you and Missy Jenn, than anyone else that's down here. And Francis, I would put into that category too. Some of the real long time ones that really made years and years so great being on here. In closing, I promise I will delete the tit pics, the butt pics. Just kidding. Oh my. Francis never left. Francis is still around. But Nicole, you would do me a great honor if you would hit the reset button with me, and to once again be my friend thoroughly and completely here on YouTube. I'm not saying that I expect you to be there, but I'm saying never fear, because you'll always be welcome. I invite you to be a wrench holder in my chat. My wrench holders are the supposedly golden wrench holders, because I believe that they should be tipped like I am. People that take time to show up and be there. And why in the hell should I get all the glory and the tips when these people work just as hard with even more attention and more input into what goes on than I do? And now the word is Rosie pays her wrenches. No, my subscribers tip the wrenches. And once a month, we have a little fiesta where the side chat is invited. If you care to, no requirement. That'll be coming up next week. If you feel inclined to share a little love for those wonderful people like Oda Mae Cooper, who have to moderate the worst shit show on YouTube, then be a part of that. And I'm going to ask Nicole to now post something on the side chat. And I'm going to put a wrench in your hand because you're one of my dearest friends. The one I love the most here on YouTube. And I would be honored when you can, not when you feel obligated, when you feel like it, to be a wrench in my chat. And to share and partake in some of the blessings and some of the fun and some of the negativity that's a part of my channel. So if you would just post something there, Nicole. Thank you, Andrew. Everyone will get a platform, and that's the only thing I say to Nicole is just let people be themselves. And only if people are you know, doxing people out or doing that kind of shit, you need not say yes. But at this moment in time, you're now a wrench holder on my chat. And I love you. I mean, we throw this around on YouTube, but I love you as if you're a daughter of mine. And that's the bottom line. I call out a true friend, Bean Sprout, just like you. But the only difference is Nicole's roots go so much deeper with me. And I'm going to do my best to make sure when I'm around her on here or she's around my chat that she's smiling, laughing, and having a good time. Yeah, just say, let people be people, Oda Mae. As long as people's families aren't being talked about, as long as people aren't doxing people out, because I don't want anybody to go through the stuff that some of us have gone through. Just let people be people. With that, I'm going to close out. I got a street stream later today. Thank you, Nicole, and thank you for everybody else for being here and taking the time to hear me this afternoon. It's not often I step back and single out somebody, but she's somebody I have to embrace on her return and tell you, you have made me happy beyond belief today. And I would tell you, honey, stand up, be yourself, be the beautiful, dynamic, wonderful, gifted, skilled person that you are. And let that shine through. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day.